Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe, and you are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime on which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond it to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pre-trial release which will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I can appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You're also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath.
Raise your right hand.
Solemnly swear or affirm testimony before the court is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. Tara Berchica. Can I have your date of birth?
May 18, 1988.
You were here today for a domestic battery charge. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State.
No prior criminal history, Your Honor.
I have an address for you on Gold Road in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you lived there?
About maybe 8 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, I do.
What kind of work do you do?
I work in healthcare with community health.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Carmen Berchica, okay? You don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of where he lives, works, goes to school, or even of his, 500 feet of his vehicle. No email, text messaging, social media, or technological contact whatsoever. If you have any contact with him until a judge says so, that you could be charged with another crime and held to a bond. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll set your bond at $100. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today, and we'll see you back to court on October 16th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mary Hampton. Can I have your date of birth?
August 2nd, 1980.
You are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. Please.
I'm just showing a driving license suspended in 2011 with no disposition. Also, so the court is aware the victim is present.
Okay. You don't have a 2010 possession of marijuana, 2010 trespass, felony conviction?
Not with the disposition, Your Honor. On his criminal history.
All right, and Ayla, you're here. Did you want to say anything? You don't have to, but if you'd like to say something, you can. Okay, well, that's not up to me. So you need to talk to the state attorney about that. Is there anything else you want to say? Okay, you can come up here, then. The answer is yes or no. I don't know who you're getting your verbiage from over there. Who are you here with today?
My grandpa and grandma.
And this is your mom? And your stepdad was just telling you what to say?
No,
Yeah, I just saw him.
I know what to say. I don't want to.
But he was just telling you what to say, right? He just turned around and told you what to say, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. It's not up to me whether you press charges or not. The state attorney is pressing the charges, not you. So they are going forward and doing their job and doing what they need to do in their case. That's not up to me. With regard to the no contact will remain in effect. How old are you? 18. You're 18, so you need to meet with the state attorney's office and their victim witness coordinator. You need to make sure that you meet with them, share information with them, talk to them, make sure that you're safe, make sure that you know your rights. After you do that, then I might lift the no contact, but I'm not doing it until then. Okay, so for right now, she has to have absolutely no contact with you whatsoever. And if she does, she could be rearrested and held in jail indefinitely. Okay? All right. Thank you. All right. Ms. Hampton, I have an address here on Point View Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
5 years.
Do you have a job?
And I'm on disability.
I'm going to order that you have no contact with Isla whatsoever. Don't have any contact with her. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of where she's living, where she's going to school, where she's employed, or her vehicle. Do not have any text messaging, social media, no contact with her at all. If you do have any contact with her, you'll be violating my order and committing another crime. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today, and I'm going to set your bond at $1,000 and see you back to court October 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. Mercedes Munzer. Can I have your date of birth?
February 18th, 1995.
You're here today for domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, please.
I'll find the public defender's office. State.
No prior criminal history, Your Honor.
I have an address here in Highfield Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
10 months.
Do you have a job?
I have 2 jobs.
Okay.
My first job is a small business that I own. It's called Jungle Events Exotic Animals. My second form of income, I'm a waitress and promo model for Hooters.
Okay. I'm going to order that you have no contact with James Jablon, okay? Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call him, write him, or email him. Do not go within 500 feet of his residence, school, employment, or his vehicle. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case he wants to serve any civil paperwork on you, and then I'm going to set your bond at $100. We'll see you back to court on October 16th.
Okay.
Thank you. Maria, I didn't get a front from that state. Stephen Burby. Have your date of birth?
12/12/76.
You are here today for a burglary. Your bond amount is currently $15,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
My public defender's office state.
I'm showing the defendant has an adjudication of guilt in 2018 for a battery, as well as out-of-state history from Wisconsin. I'm seeing a battery from 2017 that says charged, but there was no disposition. In 2015, I'm showing an adjudication for disorderly conduct, a resisting adjudication in 2015 out of Wisconsin. 2004, operate after suspension or revocation, a theft, movable property, disposition, adjudication of guilt in 2001, as well as some older charges such as resisting in the 90s.
Mr. Burby, I have an address here on Genesee Drive in Wekiwachi. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
2 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, I work for a pastor doing remodeling.
Okay. I'm going to keep your bond at $15,000 and see you back to court October 25th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Ahmed Makanati. Can I have your date of birth?
Yes, how about you? Yeah, that's my name.
Date of birth, please.
1995, January 13th.
You're here today for a retail theft and found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yeah.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Your Honor, the defendant is here on a visa from Saudi Arabia, so he does not have history here within the United States. He does have a lack of ties to the community based on that.
That's why he's been held no bond?
Yes, Your
That's
Honor.
why the deputy made a judicial determination that he should be held no bond before hearing today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're backing that up?
And Your Honor, I'm just stating that he has a lack of ties to community. The detective, Larza, is present and has other variations that he'd like to speak to the court.
I don't see a hold on him. Is there an ICE hold?
Yes, ma'am. The 287G officer was unavailable. There's an ICE hold that's in the process right now. His student involvement has been revoked by the American Aviation, so he is no longer has any ties to this community, and his visa is now going to be withdrawn from the United States.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what we're holding on here. He's not going to be let go.
He's just no.
So if he's ROR here, they'll take him somewhere else.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Mr. McInerney, I have an address to you on Cascora Court in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, I gave him the address. Just I have it on my phone. Yes.
How long have you lived there?
For less than 3 months.
Okay.
3 months.
All right. Do you have any job or anything like that here?
No, still.
Okay. All right, well, which way you want me to go with it? I can ROR him, or we can ask him if he wants to take care of the case today and sentence him.
Your Honor, since this is just a misdemeanor, the state's offer is okay. It is a time served, but the state's okay with the withhold of adjudication if the court wants to allow for that.
All right. Sir, do you want to take care of your case today? Or do you want to
Sorry?
do you want to take care of your case today, or would you like to talk to a lawyer first? If you want to take care of your case today, you can. They would just sentence you to the 2 days that you have in jail, and you'd get out of jail today, and your case would be over.
Sir.
If you don't want to do that, you'll get out of jail today, and you'll have time to talk to a lawyer, but you have to come back. You have to come back in front of me.
Yeah, I will do the second one.
Okay. I'm sorry. You're going to be ROR'd on this case today, but you're not getting out of jail because you have a hold.
So can you repeat it again?
Okay. Your first option is you can take care of your case today, and you'll be done. You won't have to come back in front of me.
Okay.
And then you still have a hold on you, so you're going to be dealt with in other ways by ICE, okay? Your second option is you do not have to take care of it right now. You can talk to a lawyer first, and they'll bring you back in front of me on another day.
Yeah, I understand the first choice, but I didn't understand. I didn't understand the last part. Sorry.
Okay. The second choice?
No, the first choice, but I didn't understand the last part.
Okay. The first choice is that you would be sentenced to the 2 days you already have in jail. So you'll be done with this case, and you don't have to come back in front of me, but you have an ICE hold on you, and you're going to be dealt with in another way. You'll be done with court in front of me, but you'll probably be taken to another court.
Can I take time to think?
Yep. So what we'll do is I will see you back to court on October 16th.
What date is it?
I'll ROR in this case, and we'll just have him court date October 16th at 9 o'clock. She's not going anywhere. Rad Zachariah?
Yeah.
Can I have your date of birth?
1995 February.
All right, you're also here for a retail theft. There's probable cause for your arrest. I'll give you the same offer as the previous gentleman, right, Ben? No?
Yes, Your Honor.
This one
This
does
is
have a
different?
felony
But the
also.
only issue is that there's the felony on the. He has another felony.
He has another felony?
Not another
For two
felony, this
cases.
felony.
I got
Yes,
you.
Your Honor.
Oh, he's
Sorry.
also got the possession of controlled substance. All right, so we'll just. All right, you want a lawyer? You want me to appoint you a lawyer?
Sorry?
Do you want a lawyer to represent you?
Oh,
Do you have another choice?
You don't have to get a lawyer.
No, I haven't got a lawyer.
You don't have to. You don't want a lawyer to help you?
No.
Okay. The petty theft will be October 16th. He's going to represent himself. And that'll be an ROR, the possession of controlled substance, $1,000 bond. He's going to represent himself, and that will be October 25th. Thank you, sir. Charles Rowe.
Yeah. He's approaching. Just one moment.
It's on the screen right there. Okay.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
Good afternoon, Mike. 978.
You're here today for no valid driver's license, failing to register a motor vehicle, and driving a suspended driver's license. Probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
I didn't understand that, ma'am.
Do you want me to appoint a lawyer to help you with this case?
Ma'am, the tickets, I was never on the road. I was on private
All right, I'm not asking you about your tickets. I'm asking you if you want a lawyer. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, I'm a lawyer.
Appoint a lawyer to represent you. State.
I wasn't provided a out-of-state criminal history. I did check Florida's CSIS, and there was no criminal history.
Okay. Sir, how long have you lived on Bridget Lane in Mont Bellevue, Texas?
A couple years.
Okay. What are you doing in this area?
I come up here to be with my girlfriend and to work.
All right. And how long have you been in this area?
5 days.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I work on a shrimp boat.
All right. I'll set your bond at $500 each, and we'll see you back to court on October 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
My bond at $500 each.
Yes, sir. Tony Slayton. Good afternoon, sir. Can I have your date of birth?
11/7/1954.
All righty. You are here today for DUI. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
I don't think so. I don't know if I need a lawyer or not.
Okay. I'll put you in as self-represented at this time. State.
Your Honor, a similar situation. I didn't receive a criminal history. I checked CSIS, and there was nothing on CSIS. Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I have an address for you on Butler Road in Inglis, Florida. Is that where you live?
That's correct.
How long have you lived there?
March will be 3 years.
All right. Do you have a job?
I get a disability pension from the VA.
Okay. going to set your bond at $100 to see back to court on October 16th, okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.